Hey guys, welcome back to another Motocamp adventure video. Completely impromptu review I figured I would do as I wait for my friends to show up to the lake here. It says Laurel Lake in Yosemite. I'm backpacking with these guys. A ton of fun out here. Highly suggest it. Not a whole lot of people out here. Saw 2 bears already. This is day 3 of 4 days. We kind of split it up into a lot of time. It's only like 30 miles. Anyway, let's get to the review. So here we've got the Jetboil Flash. It comes with basically everything except for fuel that you would need. There's also another piece that I think is pretty useful, but anyway, let's get closer and show you guys what this is like. Yeah, so you're gonna get this cup with a neoprene sleeve. This actually, when you have water boiling, this gets orange. You'll see that in a minute or two. You get this sort of locking cup that protects the fins. It's almost like a reverse heat sink, so it actually captures heat. And this is what allows it to get really hot really fast. I can boil water in about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. It just locks in place like that. You got a little sort of rubber lid. You do need to get the fuel. I put the fuel inside of a plastic bag because sometimes these rust over time, and I just keep it from getting rust on the inside of here. You get your burner. Your burner has a little flip out thing to adjust high and low, and then it's got a little, I think a piezo it's called, igniter. Works pretty well. And lastly, you get this little stand which you put your fuel on, and this is very useful. I would always recommend using this. I've seen one of those MSR pocket rockets fall over because someone didn't have a stand, and that thing lit up, and that was really scary and sketchy. Could have started a forest fire. Luckily it was in Vermont, so it was kind of humid and wet. But yeah, this is super helpful. It gets kind of dirty. It's weird because that's sort of how you store it on the inside. So you're kind of storing something dirty on the inside, but as long as you kind of just, scrape off all the dirt before you throw it in, or dunk it in a lake or something like that, you're probably fine. Right, so I'm using nature's tripod here, so if it gets a little messy because of the wind or something, I apologize for that. But this is the fuel in that little thing here. You can see there's actually two spots to put 2 different size fuel things. So the Jetboil fuel canisters are a little smaller in circumference or diameter or whatever you want to say. That's so they can actually fit inside of the Jetboil cup. It's sort of a proprietary thing I think they did on purpose just to make you buy the Jetboil stuff, which is really annoying. You'll kind of see that that's sort of something they do, a lot of proprietary type of stuff. So anyway, just pull that little cap off. The burner just screws on just like any other little camping stove you might get, MSR pocket rocket, that type of stuff. So you hear a little bit of fuel escape, and you've got this, that's your fuel adjuster, so you can hear that fuel turn on and off. I'm going to go fill up this with some probably lake water just to do this review and come back to you. So I've got water in this guy now. There's a little line that shows the max fill line, which is 2 cups. That's pretty much exactly what you need for most of like the backpackers pantry, mountain house meals, all that type of stuff. Make sure you pull off this little plastic cup thing. This works as a cup as well. So this actually has like locking lugs on it. So you'll see here, you'll push it down in place and then turn it to lock it. Just like that. So now I can literally pick up the entire thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna throw the lid on. This will help it boil a lot faster. I'll make sure that this is in view. So this you'll see will turn orange once it's boiling. So again, I'm just going to turn this to your gas, and then I'm going to press that little piezo igniter. Now it's going. So you'll see now this is starting to get orange. So once this is completely orange, the water's boiling. Turn it off. So that's a hard boil or a rolling boil, whatever we call it. What's cool is this is sort of like a ceramic, so I can actually touch the bottom of this to unlock this. Make sure you don't touch the aluminum part here, but again, this neoprene cover, I can hold this all day. It's not too hot. It might have taken a little more time for this to boil this time around because I actually had water from dunking this in to grab some water from the lake. But I'll still give you a time in a caption on the bottom to give you some sort of idea as to how long that took. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I've only been using this for a couple days, to be honest. Like, I haven't used this nearly as much as my pocket rocket. The pocket rockets are great. They're way cheaper. I'll give you the price of this at the moment in a caption. I can't tell you offhand. I actually got this for a birthday present, which is pretty awesome. Thank you, brother. But yeah, these are definitely worth it if you spend the money. I mean, the thing is, like, you'll save a lot of money in terms of fuel alone because the fuel costs. Well, actually, I don't know about that because these fuel canisters are kind of pricey sometimes. Really, you're just paying for convenience at the end of the day. Future self interjecting with a few more points here. In terms of fuel compatibility, they seem to run fine off of the MSR fuel canisters like this, and even this Coleman one. I know that there's a few other ones on the market. I'm sure they would all run. They probably all run the same standardized threads. Sometimes it might be hard to find the Jetboil canisters if you are, say, traveling in another country or just away from your local REI. So it's good to know that these are an option, even though they don't fit inside of this. One more thing I'd like to add is that you do not want to put another pot on the Jetboil burner by itself. What I mean is, say you had like this Snow Peak thing here. If you just threw it on top of this, that is no bueno. You're going to probably explode yourself. If not, catch fire or something. I don't know. But that's dangerous. Don't do it. They sell a little piece that locks onto this, just like this would, and it creates enough space so that you can put a different pot on top. I know that if you're cooking for more than just yourself, you usually want more than 2 cups of water. So that is an option. This whole setup, I mean, when you consider what you're getting, when you're getting this whole setup, rather than just a burner, it's probably worth it. I never actually boil anything inside of this cup. I always dump this water into, say, like a Mountain House meal or Backpacker's Pantry or whatever. Reason being is that keeps this completely clean, and I don't have to clean the inside of this every time I use it. So thanks for watching. Hope that helps you with any purchase decisions, and stay safe out there.